Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV with some latest events in the province. And now we're coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of November 12, the joint conference between the Central Vietnam-Cambodia Friendship Association was chaired by Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thanh, President of Vietnam-Cambodia Friendship Association, and Ms. Men Samon, President of the Cambodia Friendship Association. Vietnam co-chaired the event in the province to summarize and evaluate the results of 1 year of implementing the Memorandum of Understanding on Coordination of Activity for the period 2022-2027 between the Vietnam-Cambodia Friendship Association and the Friendship Association Cambodia-Vietnam was signed on August 1, 2022 in Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
During the conference, the two sides emphasized the importance of propaganda and education to members of the two associations as well as the people of the two countries, particularly the young generation, on the tradition of solidarity and comprehensive cooperation between Vietnam and Cambodia. The two organizations agree that cooperation in exchanging delegations, organizing friendly meetings, cultural exchanges, and community activities in hunger eradication, poverty reduction, and overcoming the effects of natural disaster and pandemics would be focused with appropriate capability and firms in 2023. The coordination of organizing volunteer activities, giving medical examination and treatment, and free medicine distribution to the poor people in the border areas was highly valued by the two associations. To help and create the conditions for the Vietnamese community living in Cambodia, particularly those living on Tonle Sap Lake and riverside areas, to move ashore to have a stable life and integrate into Cambodian social life. The two associations also agree on a program on coordination and implementation of the Memorandum of Understanding in 2024, in which they will continue to promote extensive propaganda to members and classes of the people in each country, particularly the young generation of Vietnam and Cambodia friendship, and promptly fight against the wrong and distorted views of hostile forces in order to oppose the two countries' friendship and cooperative solidarity relationship. Coordinate propaganda and mobilize at all levels of association, members of the two countries and the people of Cambodia to actively provide information and participate in the authorities and functional units in each church collection and repatriation of the remains of Vietnamese volunteer martyrs sacrificed and laid down in Cambodia over the periods, as well as the management, restoration, and embellishment of historical monuments and the monuments of the noble symbols of solidarity and friendship between the people of the two countries.
And also at the conference, a number of leaders and individuals of the Cambodia-Vietnam Friendship Association, leaders of TayNinhTV province and some province were awarded medals for the Vietnam-Cambodia friendship. With the desire to cooperate, help each other overcome all difficulties, build and develop the economy and society between the two countries, in its establishment, the Vietnam-Cambodia Friendship Association and the Vietnam-Cambodia Friendship Association Cambodia-Vietnam have regularly carried out practical activity, caring for and encouraging each other, as well as paying attention to the situation of their countries, supporting the two countries' policy on cooperation and development. In particular, the program Incubating Friendship, launched by the Vietnam-Cambodia Friendship Association 2012, has achieved many important results. Various associations, especially members who are from birth, former volunteer, social-political organizations, entrepreneurs, and businesses, have voluntarily sponsored hundreds of Cambodian students who have been studying in Vietnam, creating conditions for Cambodian students to study to achieve the best results.
And recently, the delegation group of the Provincial People's Council and Trang Bang Town had a meeting with voters in Lộc Hưng Ward before the 10th section of the Provincial People's Council term the 10th and the 9th sections of the Town People's Council term the 12th for the period of 2021 to 2026. At the meeting, the voters of Lộc Hưng were suggested that the People's Council of Tayninh Province and the People's Council of Trang Bang Thao consider the issues of people arbitrarily planting perennial trees on rice land. Lộc Tiếng neighborhood voters have suggested that the People's Council of Tayninh Province and the People's Council of Trang Bang Thao come up with a solution to raise the Key 30 drainage canal to avoid prolonged flooding. Request the People's Council of Tayninh Province and the People's Council of Trang Bang Thao to consider supporting the people in opening a route from Bao Rong of Lộc Tiếng neighborhood to Lộc Phước neighborhood for the people to harvest during the harvest season more conveniently and more easily.
The Bronx People Council Delegate Group and the People Council Delegate Group of Trang Bang Thao recently met with nearly 170 voters in Phước Bình and Phước Chỉ communes. Voters in Phước Bình commune asked about the support policy for people who lost land due to demarcation and border demarcation, as well as the installation of bronze culverts in ditches connecting Phước Thanh and Phước Tân hamlets. Local authorities were asked to survey a broad and span Phước Giang route 2, 3, and 4, and to restore drainage ditches from Bình Thạnh Market to Tracao Wharf and Lima Street. Voter opinion and recommendation are recorded and responded to according to authority by delegates of the People Council of Province and Town, as well as leaders of local government and functional branches with high voter consensus. Concerning the issues of assisting people who have lost royalty lands as a result of the impair of demarcation and landmark placement, Secretary of Trang Bang City Party Committee Yo Yang Yom stated that the state has a policy to assist people living in border areas in reducing difficulties caused by land loss due to demarcation and demarcation. People in Trang Bang Thao border commune, however, have not benefited from this policy. In the meantime, the Bronx People Council Delegate Group and Trang Bang Thao leaders will continue to oppose the government to soon implement the support regime for the people.
And ladies and gentlemen, in October of 2023, commercial bank branches in the province were in full compliance with the state bank's interest rate regulations on governing capital mobilization and credit balance growth. As a result, when it comes to capital mobilization, the total capital mobilized in the province is expected to reach about 64,650 billion Vietnam dong by the end of October 2023, up to 5% from the start of the year and up to 1.31% from the previous month. The capital mobilized over 12 months is expected to be 6,100 billion Vietnam dong and up to 1.1% from the start of the year and accounting for 9.43% of the total capital mobilized. In terms of lending activities, the total credit balance at the end of October was estimated to be about 94,400 billion Vietnam dong, up to 10% from the start of the year and up to 1.47% of the previous month. The short-term outstanding debt is estimated to be 69,700 billion Vietnam dong, up to 11.4% from the start of the year and up to 1.52% from the previous month, and accounting for 73.8% of the total outstanding debt. The medium and long-term loan balance is estimated to be 24,700 billion Vietnam dong, up to 6% from the start of the year and up to 1.1% from the previous month, and accounting for 26.2% of outstanding loans. The bad debt accounts for 0.70% of the total outstanding debt and decreased from 0.71% for the previous month.
Heavy rain that has lasted since the end of October until now has harmed many rice fields in the province that are about to be harvested. In order to save rice, local farmers mobilized boom to run water from the fields. According to data from the Province Steering Committee for Civil Defense, Natural Disaster Prevention and Control, and Search and Rescue, from October 27 to the present, prolonged heavy rain accompanied by thunderstorm had damaged many crop areas, including 1,121 hectares of rye, 7.42 hectares of durian, and more than 500 hectares of roofs. The total cost of the damage is nearly 9 billion Vietnam dong. Following a natural disaster, the Steering Committee for Natural Disaster Prevention and Control ensured and the skills of district, town, and city collaborated with the commune level command to inspect, summarize, and propagate the extent of damage, encourage households to solve problems in order to stabilize their lives, mobilize shock force to help people overcome the consequences of natural disasters.
And also, according to the resolution approving the TayNinhTV provincial planning for the period of 2021 to 2030 with a vision to 2050, the plan for regions, 4 driving forces, and 1 social security board, of which Region 1 includes Trang Bang Thao, Go Dao District, and a part of the south of Vinh Dao District, and which is the pervasive industrial and service urban development area connected to Giao Tiên Lake and with the high-tech agriculture. In particular, the development center of Region 1 is the triangle of Trang Bang, Phước Đông, and Go Dao. Region 2 includes Tây Ninh City, Hoa Thanh Town, the western part of Vinh Dao District, and a part of the eastern part of Châu Thành District also. Region 2 is the main administrative, cultural, educational, medical, tourism, and service center, followed by supporting industry and processing and high-tech agriculture. Region 3 includes Tân Biên District, Tân Châu District, Western Châu Thành District, and Northern Bến Cầu District. This is an agricultural development area gradually developing social security and ecotourism services in the areas of Lò Samat, Hoa Hội Forest, and Vam Co Dong River. The plan also identifies 4 driving access based on the connecting arterial roads of the province. 1 social security belt is planned to be associated with the highway along the border, with inter-regional connection with the Mekong Delta and the Central Highlands region.
The delegation expected implementation of the 2018 General Education Program and teaching English, IT, and technology in primary school were to strengthen Vietnamese for any minority student. Implementation of the primary school library program, the work of educating students with disability, and recognizing the universalization of primary education in the city. The Congress discussed and listened to opinion of school units about difficulties in primary education according to the 2018 General Education Program, as well as solution in the coming time. Ladies and gentlemen, at the 9th meeting held at the end of September, the Bronx People Council issued a resolution approving the TayNinhTV provincial planning for the period 2021-2030. This is a very important resolution because it has determined the orientation and goals of the province as well as development space planning for fields and industries.
To remove bottlenecks and synchronously develop industry, fields, and planning, they must be one step ahead. When there is no general planning of the province, some development steps of the fields have not ensured the long-term and sustainable nature. Besides, currently Vietnam's laws are still in the process of gradually improving, so there are some provisions in the investment law, land laws, and construction laws that are not compatible with each other. And when there is a need for investment, the people and businesses will face many difficulties in establishing legal formation in the implementation project area. The state agencies are also passive and take a long time to support, and therefore the people, the businesses, and the state management agencies hope to have a synchronous and unified provincial planning from the beginning to avoid the passive. And a resolution authorizing TayNinhTV province planning for the year of 2021 to 2030 with an eye toward 2050 was released during the Provincial People's Council 9th session, which took place in September of 2023. The province has been focused on organized thanks to the resolution, which makes it significant, coordinating the resource mobilization, spatial planning, and security measures for TayNinhTV socio-economic growth through 2030. Following approval of the provincial planning, the province must concentrate on modifying and enhancing lower-level planning while upholding the principles of coordination and coherence with the provincial planning. And from there, we can address the fundamental issues of land synchronization that Taynin and other Vietnamese provinces have been dealing with lately. The resolution also set forth certain objectives for infrastructure, metropolitan regions, and environment, as well as for maintaining national security and defense. The vision to 2050 then develops into an economic province based on high-tech agriculture and clean industry, as well as developed trade services and tourism. It has also served as the southern important economic region, international trade gateway. The objective and main directions for the province's socio-economic growth are significantly impacted by this resolution, determining development areas currently for areas such as urban areas, industrial park development, industrial cluster development, economic zone development, and guiding the growth of tourism, trade services, and agriculture and forestry. Additionally, it was decided that TayNinh province wants to be a fairly developed province in the region by 2030, and the southern provinces want to lead the nation's economy and serve as a catalyst for national development. And since 2019, the Provincial People's Committee has established the Provincial Planning Steering Committee, and after a period of research and content development, the resolution was issued to ensure the rigor and science, and the planning contents will be basic to help mobilize on resources from domestic and also foreign society, businesses, and the state budgets to invest in the development of motivational projects promoting the development of the province. And ladies and gentlemen, after we reported at the end of October 2023, the road Group 9 of An Lộc Hamlet, Anchor Commune of Châu Thành District, was seriously degraded in many locations, causing the difficulties for the people in circulation and traveling around this place. And up to now, these locations have been leveled and paved with a kind of 4-6 stones by local authorities to make it easier for the people to travel. As previously reported, the road Group 9 An Lộc Hamlet, located in An Lộc Hamlet of Anchor Commune, Châu Thành District. I hope this road will be completed as well as before so that the people can travel easily, especially the children going to school so that it does not fall or get muddy. In response to the people's petitions in a short time, Anchor Commune People's Committee has carried out patching and repairing broken roads so that the people can travel smoothly in the last month of 2023. And in the long term, we have to wait for the beginning from Châu Thành District People's Committee.
The audience moving toward the 93rd anniversary of the traditional day of the Vietnam Fallen Wrong, November 18, 1930, November 18, 2023. From November 1st to November 18, 2023, localities in the province and series of organizing the Great National Solidarity Festival in places where it has taken place. The festival has many practical meanings with the spirit of solidarity and race solidarity, and has become a very meaningful brief festival for the entire people. Fantastic National Solidarity Festival featuring a wide range of interesting events. People all of age and socio-economic classes gather, engaging and participate in folk games, cultural events, and entertainments in addition to reviewing the glorious traditions of the Vietnam Fallen Wrong. Additionally, there is the meaningful activity of donating race solidarity houses and providing gifts to underprivileged households and policy families. Every attendee left feeling inspired, having a clearer understanding of what it means to love one's neighbor and the obligation to work together to improve the town and neighborhood. Today it is a great honor for us to participate in the Great National Solidarity Festival. Regarding Cao Đai region in general and the Cao Đai in Trường Tây, Long Thành Bắc Commune always well implements the state legal policy.
I also
participate
participate in charity work in our world. Today I'm honored to attend the Race Solidarity Festival. The atmosphere of the festival last year I attended were also solemn. This year's were even more formal. After almost 20 years of planning, the festival has evolved into a meaningful social event that offers a wide platform for people from all walks of life to advance democracy and foster strong national unity. In addition to creating a pleasant atmosphere of neighborly affection, but also a broad forum for all classes of people to develop, promote democracy, and cultivate great national unity.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.